Hi all, I welcome you to this session. Today we are going to discuss the future of data science and why is it important to understand it to add value to your business. But before we begin, let's look at our agenda for today. So we are going to start out by introducing you to data science. We are going to talk a little bit about what is data science and why is it required, how does it play a crucial role in our everyday lives, followed by a few real life applications and use cases of data science across various domains. Then we're going to discuss the skills that are required to get a job in data science, along with companies hiring data scientists, followed by a roadmap to meet that requirement. And finally, we are going to discuss a little bit about the future of data science and what the scope is for data science and data scientists. Now, data science has been a fairly popular term since early 2015. Now, if you ask somebody, they will obviously tell you about what data science is and its role in extracting meaningful insights from complex and large data sets surrounding it. But let's look at it for ourselves. Let's understand why we need data science. So in this segment, Introduction to Data Science, we are going to basically touch up on three topics. Why do we need data science, or what is the need of data science? What exactly is data science and how is it an integral part of our lives? So story time. Now traditionally, data that we had was mostly structured and small in size, which could be analyzed by using the simple PI tools. Unlike data in the traditional systems, which was mostly structured, today most of the data is unstructured or semi-structured. You can have a look at the data trends in the image before you. Now, this shows that by this year, which is 2020, more than 80% of the data that we see today is unstructured. Now, the data is generated from different sources such as financial logs, text files, multimedia forms, sensors, and instruments. Simple BI tools and solutions are not capable of processing this huge volume and wide variety of data. And this is why we need more complex and advanced analytical tools and algorithms for processing, analyzing, and drawing meaningful insights out of it. But this is not the only reason why data science has become so popular. Now that you know why do you need data science, let's dig a little deeper to see what exactly is it. Now the use of the term data science is increasingly common, but what does it exactly mean? What skills do you need to become a data scientist, and what is the difference between business intelligence and data science? How are decisions and predictions made in data science? These are some of the questions that have to be answered further. First, let's see what is data science. Now, data science is basically a blend of various tools, algorithms, and machine learning principles with the goal to discover hidden patterns from the raw data. But this was just a textbook definition. How is it different, or what makes it different from what statisticians have been doing for years? The answer lies in the difference between explaining and predicting. As you can see from this image, a data analyst usually explains what is going on by processing history of the data. On the other hand, data scientist not only does the exploratory analysis to discover insights from it, but also uses various advanced machine learning algorithms to identify the occurrence of a particular event in the future. A data scientist will look at data from many angles, sometimes angles not discovered earlier as well. So, data science is primarily used to make decisions and predictions, making use of predictive causal analysis, prescriptive analysis, which is basically predictive plus decision science, and machine learning. First, let's discuss a little bit about predictive causal analysis or predictive analytics. Now, if you want a model which can predict the possibilities of a particular event in the future, you need to apply predictive causal analytics. Say if you're providing money on credit and then the probability of customers making future credit payments on time is a matter of concern for you. Here, you can build a model which can perform predictive analytics on the payment history of the customer to predict if the future payments will come on time or not. Now, prescriptive analytics basically means predictive analytics plus decision science. Now, if you want a model which has the intelligence of taking its own decisions and the ability to modify with dynamic parameters, you certainly need prescriptive analytics for it. This is a relatively new field and it is all about providing advice. In other terms, It not only predicts but suggests a range of prescribed actions and associated outcomes. The best example for this is Google's self driving car, where the data gathered by vehicles can be used to train self driving cars. You can run algorithms on this data to bring intelligence to it. This will enable your car to take decisions like when to turn, which path to take, when it is wiser to slow down or speed up. Moving on, we have machine learning. Now, machine learning is used for two things. First, for making predictions, which means if you have transactional data of a finance company and need to build a model to determine the future trend, then machine learning algorithms are your best bet. This falls under the paradigm of supervised learning, and it is called supervised because you already have the data on which you can train your machines. For example, a fraud detection model which can be trained using a historical record of fraudulent purchases. Next, you have machine learning for pattern discovery. Now, if you don't have the parameters based on which you can make predictions, then you need to find out the hidden patterns within the data set to be able to make meaningful predictions. This is nothing but an unsupervised model as you don't have any predefined labels for grouping. The most common algorithm used for pattern discovery is clustering. Let's say you're working in a telephone company and you need to establish a network by putting in towers in a region. Then you can use the clustering technique to find out tower locations, which will ensure that your users receive optimum signal strength. Now that you know what data science is, let's understand how is data science an integral part of our lives. Now, data science has over the past few years come a really long way, and that is why it is an integral part of understanding the working of many industries, however complex or intricate. One of the most important aspects of data science is that its findings and results can be applied to almost any sector, such as travel, healthcare, and education, amongst others. Understanding the implications of data science can go a long way in helping sectors to analyze their impediments and address them in an effective fashion. Data science is accessible to almost all sectors. There is a large amount of data available in the world today, and utilizing them in a proper manner can spell success and failure for brands and organizations alike. Utilizing data in a proper manner will hold the key for achieving goals from brands, especially in coming times. Data science helps these brands to understand their customers in a much enhanced and empowered manner. Customers are the soul and base of any brand and have a great role to play in the success and failure. Now, with the use of data science, brands can connect with their customers on a personalized manner, thereby ensuring better brand power and engagement. That being said, data science is taking on a big and prime role in functioning and growth processes of any domain. Being a data scientist is therefore a prime position for any person as they have the big task of managing data and providing solutions for their problems both within and outside an organization. With that, let's move on to certain applications of data science. Here we are going to discuss four domains, namely fraud and risk detection, healthcare, internet search and targeted advertisements or digital marketing, and virtual and augmented reality. Now, one of the first applications of data science originated from the finance discipline. Companies were fed up of bad debts and losses every year. However, they had a lot of data which used to get collected during the initial paperwork while sanctioning loans. What they decided to do was to bring in data science practices in order to rescue themselves out of losses. Over the years, banking companies learned to divide and conquer data via customer profiling, past expenditures, and other essential variables to analyze the probabilities of risk and default. Moreover, it has also helped them to push their banking products based on customers' purchasing power. Apart from these applications, data science is also used in marketing, finance, and human resources, along with healthcare, government policies, and every possible industry where data gets generated. Using data science, the marketing departments of companies decide which products are best for upselling and cross selling based on behavioral data from customers. In addition, predicting the wallet share of a customer, which customer is likely to churn and which should be pitched for high value products, and many other questions can easily be answered by data science. Next, we have data science in healthcare. Now, in the healthcare sector, you receive a lot of benefits from the data science discipline. As all of you must know, there are many popular imaging techniques, which include MRI or magnetic resource imaging, X ray, computer tomography, mammography, and so on. Numerous methods are used to tackle the difference in modality, resolution, and dimension of these images. Many more are being developed to improve the image quality so that data can be extracted from these images more efficiently and provide the most accurate interpretation. The deep learning based algorithms increase the diagnostic accuracy by learning from previous examples and then suggest better treatment solutions. The most popular image processing techniques focus on enhancement, segmentation, and denoising, which allows the analysis of organ anatomy and detection of diverse disease conditions such as tumors, artery stenosis, organ delineation, etc. Apart from that, the research in genetics and genomics enables an advanced level of treatment personalization. The goal is to understand the impact of DNA on our health and find individual biological connections between genetics, diseases, and drug response. Data science techniques allow integration of different kinds of data with genomic data in disease research, which provides a deeper understanding of genetic issues in reactions to particular drugs and diseases. Apart from that, data science and machine learning also simplify and shorten the process of drug discovery, adding a perspective to each step of initial screening of drug compounds to the prediction of success rate based on biological factors. Such algorithms can forecast how the compound will react to a body using advanced mathematical modeling and simulations instead of lab experiments, saving you a lot of time and a lot of lives. And finally, you have virtual assistants for patients and customer support, which is based upon optimization of the clinical process for cases where it is not actually necessary for the patients to visit doctors in person. Using a mobile application, one can give a more effective solution by bringing the doctor to the patient instead. The AI powered mobile apps can provide basic healthcare support, usually as chatbots, if you simply describe your symptoms or ask them the right questions. Apps can remind you to take your medicines on time and, if necessary, assign an appointment with a doctor as well. This approach promotes a healthy lifestyle by encouraging patients to make healthy decisions, saves their time on waiting in line for an appointment, and allows doctors to focus on more critical cases. Next, we have data science in the internet search and targeted advertising. Now, this is what must be the first thing which pops up in your mind when I talk about applications of data science. When we speak of search, we think Google, right? But there are many other search engines such as Yahoo and Bing, and all these search engines make use of data science algorithms to deliver the best result for our search query in every fraction of seconds. And if you thought search would have been the biggest application of data science and machine learning, here's a challenger: the entire digital marketing spectrum, starting from the display banners on various websites to the digital billboards at airports. Almost all of them are decided by using data science algorithms. This is the reason why digital ads have been able to get a lot higher CTR than traditional advertisements. They are targeted based on the user's past behavior online, and this is the reason why I see ads of analytics training while my friend sees ads of apparels in the same place at the same time. On the same methodology are recommendation systems as well. Who can forget about the suggestions about similar products on Amazon? They not only help you find relevant products from billions and billions of products available with them, but also adds a lot of user experience. A lot of companies have fervently used this engine system to promote their products, suggestions in accordance of the user's interest and relevant information. Internet giants like Amazon, Twitter, Google Play, Netflix, LinkedIn, and Spotify, and many more use this system to improve user experience. The recommendations are made based on the previous search results of the user. And finally, we have data science in virtual reality. Now, this is one of those things which seems most exciting for me. Now, data science and virtual reality do have a relationship, considering a VR headset contains computing knowledge, algorithms, and data to provide you with the best viewing experience. A very small step towards this very high trending technology is the game of Pokemon Go. The ability to walk around things and look at Pokemons on walls, streets, and things that aren't really there. The creators of this game used the data from Ingress, the last app from the same company, to choose locations for Pokemons and gyms. However, data science makes more sense once VR economy becomes accessible in terms of pricing and consumers use it more often like other apps. Though not much has been revealed about them except prototypes, and neither do we know when they would be available for a common man's disposal, let's see what amazing data science applications the future holds for us. Now that we know how interesting can the field of data science get, let's understand how can we be a part of this field. Let's move on to getting a job in data science. In this section, we are going to talk a little bit about the market trends of data science, followed by companies that hire in data science. Then we're going to discuss about what makes you eligible to take up data science, followed by a few job descriptions that I have picked out from companies here and there, and we are going to look at the skills that are required to get a job in data science. Now, let's start out by discussing a little bit about the current scenario in the data science industry, market trends, current salary situation, and how it varies across job roles, after which we shall see what we have to do to get there. In a world where 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is produced every day, a professional who can organize this humongous data to provide business solutions is indeed a hero. Now, as much as it has been spoken about why data science is here to stay and why is it the best career move, if we get down to tacks of brass and talk numbers, a report by Glassdoor actually shows that data scientists lead the pack for the best jobs globally, with the average salaries for job postings about 113% higher than average salaries for all other job postings. The report goes on to say that the median salary for a data scientist is an impressive $116,000, and there are over 1,800 job openings posted on one site alone. According to Forbes, the number of data science job listings is projected to grow up to 2.2 million by the year 2023. The upward swing in data science career opportunities is expected to continue for a long time. As the data pervades our life and companies try to make sense of the data generated, skilled data scientists will be continued to be wooed by businesses big and small. Now, businesses analyzing their data are estimated to be around $430 billion over their rivals who are not analyzing this year. Data scientists are responsible for many tasks in a business, including analytics, building data products, using programming languages such as Python, R, and Java, along with developing visualizations and machine learning algorithms using the same programming languages. Now, because of this, the average salary package of a data scientist is $116,000. Additionally, based on your experience and skill set, companies can offer you 130 to 140 grand per annum. In fact, companies do not weigh your professional background based on your years of experience. If you're skilled in data science as a domain, you can observe that over 15% of data scientists are being hired as fresh graduates. The number is even higher in the West. Data science has given rise to a new era of economic growth, and companies are looking at it to transform their businesses by enabling an intersection of math, data, and machine learning. Companies like Mu Sigma, Google, and IQVIA have a vested interest as their core products and services are built around delivering and facilitating data science. With companies like Facebook, it is more about the application purposes. Data science has completely changed the face of the industry. It has also created new opportunities for job seekers in the markets. Existing professionals with transferable skills will find progression opportunities with data science as well. And if you're concerned about if you can take up data science or not, here is your answer. Big data and data science is an employment boom across different industries. Today, data science and big data technologies are adopted by organizations of all types and scales. Therefore, data science and analytics is not subjected to one particular background or field. Professionals from all verticals are moving to analysis by learning data science and related technologies. So if you're wondering if you can make a data science class or not, rest assured you can. Starting out, if you are an IT professional. Now, data scientists are the new IT rock stars. Yes, a bunch of IT professionals are moving from programming and development to analytics. IT professionals come beforehand with computer knowledge, and the fact that their skills are transferable is the biggest reason for them to be fascinated about data science. Not only that, this is the perfect deviation in the career, and it is going to be extremely rich and rewarding. Next, you have marketing professionals. Big data is a big problem for all the top brands in the market today. All the data that is flowing from web logs, social media, smartphones, etc., is unmanageable for the brands to capture and process within the traditional database systems. But the future says that big data is the next frontier for innovation and competitive advantage for productivity. Therefore, organizations are adopting big data and data science technologies for data mining and management. Therefore, it is evident that marketing professionals with data science skills are preferred, hired, and paid more than others. Next, you have finance professionals. Banks, insurance companies, investment companies, and other financial bodies harness large volumes of data from various sources like transaction details, real time market feeds, customer service records, correspondence, and social media posts, and existing database of customers. Many finance firms are facing challenges in terms of putting big data to work. Due to privacy and security reasons, these firms are reluctant to adopt the cloud based big data infrastructure. Considering these aspects, this sector tops the list of those who want big data and data science talent. Moving on, we have healthcare professionals. Now, this is also one of those sectors which is big data dependent. From where does healthcare have so much data coming from? Now, the data comes from various sources like electronic medical records, labs, imaging systems, medical correspondences, claims, databases, and finance. Therefore, big data and data science play a major role in the healthcare sector as well. And if you are in the healthcare sector, this is a great opportunity for you. Next, we have media professionals, where media involves a huge population when compared to other sectors. It can also be said that it is a popular sector than any other today. The fact is that the world is prone to internet. Thus, the flow of data here is comparably huge. And also, mining this data is a crucial thing which calls for big data and data science experts. Finally, we have retailers. Now, this is the sector with the highest untapped potential. It has been confirmed by the IDC research firm that retailers are looking at big data analytics to derive business benefits. Also, organizations can bring together both online and offline data along with conversations and interactions to better understand the factors that drive the shoppers. Top retailers are putting a lot of money into analytics, but what they don't have is enough proper talent to back up their funding. So, this is a chance for data scientists such as yourselves to make your move here. Now, we have only touched a handful of industries and professionals who are and can learn data science. Today, any business that comes to your mind is data based. So, your reach as a data science professional is endless. Now, let's look at a few job descriptions to see what the companies are looking for. Now, here is our first job description. This is for a data researcher, and it requires you to have proficiency in statistics, domain knowledge. It requires you to perform competitive market research, expects you to have math and statistic heavy background, and obtain data and recognize the trends. Next, we have a description for a data developer, which requires proficiency in coding, machine learning, as well as data handling, along with administering data from multiple SQL Server databases and providing support to database administrators. Next, we have a job description for a data creative with a very specific skill set. You need to know machine learning, big data frameworks, data handling, and skills to innovate from data. And our final job description is for a research data scientist, where you need a sound understanding of market and trends, analysis of business requirements and risks, and gathering insight from data and trends and communicating it with efficiency to the stakeholders. Now, no matter what the job description says, the basic requirement for skill boils down to these 10 skills. Number one, we have statistics. Now, Wikipedia defines it as the study of collection, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organization of data. Therefore, it shouldn't be a surprise that data scientists need to know statistics. For example, data analysis requires descriptive statistics and probability theory at a minimum. These concepts will help you make better business decisions from data. Next, you have programming language, specifically R or Python. Now, with programming languages, you can manipulate the data and apply certain algorithms to come up with meaningful insights. Python and R are the most widely used languages by data scientists. The primary reason is the sheer number of packages available for numeric and scientific computing. With the help of packages like scikit-learn in Python and rpart in R, it becomes really easy to apply ML algorithms to your data. Next, you have data extraction, transformation, and loading. Suppose we have multiple data sources like MySQL DB, MongoDB, Google Analytics. You have to extract data from such resources and then transform it for storing in a proper format or structure for the purposes of querying and analysis. Finally, you have to load the data in the warehouse where you analyze the data for good. So, for people from the ETL background, data science can be a great career option. Next, we have machine learning. Now, as the name suggests, it's a process of making machines intelligent that have the power to think, analyze, and make decisions for you. By building precise machine learning models, an organization has a better chance of identifying profitable opportunities or avoiding unknown risks. You should have a great hands-on knowledge for various supervised and unsupervised algorithms. Next, we have deep learning, which has taken traditional machine learning approaches to the next level. It has been inspired by biological neurons or brain cells, and the idea here is to mimic the human brain. A large network of such artificial neurons is used, and hence it is known as deep neural networks. Nowadays, most organizations ask for this knowledge of deep learning, so do not miss this. Next, we have data processing frameworks. Now, a huge amount of data is required to train your machine learning or deep learning models. Earlier, because of the lack of data and computational power, creating precise machine learning models was not possible. Nowadays, huge amount of data is generated at a great velocity. This data can be structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. Therefore, it cannot be processed by traditional data processing systems, and such humongous data sets are known as big data. Therefore, we require frameworks such as Hadoop and Spark to handle big data. Nowadays, most of the organizations are using big data analytics to gain business insights. It is therefore a must-have skill for a data scientist. Now, apart from these, businesses who engage in data science technologies are businesses that are invested in the future. These businesses are seeking forward-thinking individuals who not only meet the standards in academia but also have soft skills such as data visualization and business communication for stakeholders to invest money in their businesses. Collaborators who can integrate their deep business knowledge in problem solving are also tipped to be in demand. Analytics and visualization play an important role as to provide insight about data. Finally, professionals who can convey a complex idea in a simple way, either via speech, written communication, or abstract methods, are extremely appreciated in the field. So, data science is the perfect platform for job seekers to showcase their skills and more companies to establish relationships with skilled professionals. So, there could be no better time to get into this technology than right now. So, what do you have to do to meet this requirement? Now, the road to achieving all these skills is long and hard, but we at Edureka could at least help you by guiding you through an intensively guided learning path to minimize your setbacks. So, here is what your road to data science should look like. You can start out with Python and R statistics, where you shall learn about parameter estimation, hypothesis testing, regression, clustering, and basic analytics. Followed by that, you need to learn about supervised learning, naive Bayes, random forest, and artificial neural networks, which are all combined into data science using R. Then you have to also learn Python for data science, where you shall learn about various libraries which are made specifically for data science as well as data wrangling. Here you'll learn about matplotlib, pandas, and the ARIMA model. Then you're going to learn about the big data frameworks. You shall learn about Apache Spark and Scala, along with Hadoop Yarn, Spark SQL, Scoop, Flume, Apache Kafka, and Apache Spark M library. Then you should move on to artificial intelligence and deep learning with TensorFlow, where you learn about gradient descent, TensorFlow autoencoders, CNN, RNN, LSTM, and Keras. And finally, data visualizing with Tableau, where you learn about graphical visualization and forecasting of a data model. And of course, you need to gain some hands on experience. So you should be working on real time projects. So by the end of it all, you would be ready for seasoned data science job roles. Moving on. So while we've discussed a few fields where the effects of data science are clearly visible and tangible, data science in itself can have far reaching implications in other fields. These include healthcare, energy, and education. Because these fields are constantly evolving, the importance of data science is also rapidly increasing. In the field of healthcare, new drugs are being constantly discovered on one hand, and there is a need to create better care for patients on the other hand. Data science, with its use of methods and techniques, can help the healthcare sector to find solutions that help take patient care and satisfaction to the next level. With technologies like smartphones and laptops becoming an integral part of education, data science can help create better opportunities to help students learn and enhance their knowledge in a constructive manner. Another example of how data science can help the society is through its use in energy. The energy sector today is on the cusp of radical change and transformation. From oil to gas to renewable energy, we need to find new and innovative ways to use the energy that we have and create more for future generations. Data science can help us meet the challenge of increasing demand of energy and sustainable future while ensuring the best solutions. This means that data scientists will have to come up with a wide range of solutions to meet the challenges across all sectors. And this is not an easy task. And that is why they will need the resources and systems that will help them achieve the goal. Across sectors and economies, data scientists will have to become creative thinkers who use high end tools to create solutions that can be adopted across verticals. All in all, data scientists are the future of the world today, and they will soon become an integral part of any organization and help the world address major global changes that in turn can have far reaching impacts across the globe. That is why the need of the hour is to develop the skill and creativity of data science from a foundational age so that they can grow up to help people experience life, products, and services in a brand new fashion while keeping an eye on the sustainability of the resources available to them. With that, I would like to close this session. My name is Upasna. Thank you and have a great day.